Tonight, the city is responding to a lawsuit filed by the police board over the KCPD budget. KCTV5's Betsy Webster has been digging into the legal details. Betsy, what's the short version of their argument?
Short version? Well, the city says that what the board is griping about is something that the city has been doing for years, but before it wasn't characterized as defunding. And an expert says that if the board keeps pushing, it could backfire.
Frankly, I would ask the board, what are they afraid of? What is to be afraid of working on ways that we can work on violence prevention?
In March, the city appropriated $145 million. Then in May, a supermajority of the council voted to cut it down to the state-mandated minimum of 20% of general revenue and move $42 million to a new fund for crime prevention, the specifics of which would be negotiated in a contract with the board. The board sued, saying in part, no takebacks allowed. The city today argued the law only dictates the 20%. We can change the rest at any time.
So this year is complicated by this initial appropriation, then the attempt to take the money back.
St. Louis University Law School professor Brendan Roediger was hard-pressed to say which argument about this year would win in court, but said next year is more clear-cut.
And the mayor is sending a very clear message to the board. Moving forward, if they want more than the 20%, they're going to have to play ball.
Then there's this.
This is not unusual. This is not new. This is just a situation where they are not happy with the result.
The city says it's changed up funding mid-year plenty in the past. The city's response in court said since fiscal year 2012, the city has adjusted prior appropriations every year. It added that it has reduced its funding just 5 times, but increased it 60. Roediger says you could read that as a threat.
Imagine a year where there's an emergency and you need more money. Are you really saying we're not allowed to give it to you?
Now, we did ask the mayor about next year. Was this some sort of a preview or a threat? He said, I don't know what will happen next year, then reiterated that his focus is now on creative crime prevention strategies and fighting the lawsuit. Live in Kansas City, Missouri, Betsy Webster, KCTV5 News.
Thank you, Betsy.